Yes, please start.
Okay.
Good morning, Meenu ji.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining in. So, let me have the cat mode. Yes. So, so today I was going to talk about brain fog. So, काफी आजकल cases आ रहे हैं उसके people are feeling that fogginess which they are not able to understand कि करें या क्या करें. So let me just share my screen. Yeah, it's visible.
Yes, it is.
Screen is visible. Okay. So इसका कुछ समझ भी नहीं आता कि क्या है ये इशू ऑफ ब्रेन फॉग क्यों हो रहा है ये. So what it is like something of a mental haze. So which is like clouding your brain. Something is clouding, fogginess feel हो रही है. And because of this, it disrupts your ability to concentrate, to remember things, or even to think clearly. तो ना हैवीनेस फील होती है और कुछ ऐसे समझ नहीं आ रहा उस टाइम क्या होता है. सो पहले तो इतना नहीं होता ये बट अब नाउ इट इज ऑन द राइज एंड इट इज मोस्टली थॉट टू बी ड्यू टू लाइफस्टाइल स्ट्रेन बिकॉज आजकल स्ट्रेस बहुत हो गया है. प्लस इट इज सपोज टू बी लाइक अ पोस्ट कोविड थिंग कि उसका इफेक्ट चल रहा है. And then it can also be put to hormonal fluctuations, but anything can be the problem. So basically, what is happening? There's a lot of mental confusion, and your thinking slows down. You're not able to think instantly. Clearly, thoughts नहीं आते. तो उसके साथ और भी बहुत सारी रिलेटेड चीजें आ जाती हैं जैसे मेमोरी डिफिकल्टीज आ जाती है. नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल थिंग्स इजीली. Then you are not able to find words also. You have trouble generating words. I'm and maybe I also have this syndrome called mental this brain fog जो है because you know words there are like synonyms एक word के but कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा था. Sometimes we don't find the appropriate word also that we need. So that is another symptom of it. So attention deficit आप नहीं ध्यान दे सकते and then you feel overwhelmed. कुछ भी होता है यू जस्ट इवन बाय सिंपल एवरीडे टास्क यू फील ओवरवेल्ड कि नहीं हो पाएगा ये. then your concentration also is affected, especially for students. They can't concentrate in class, they can't study well, and they have a speed of processing also. समझ नहीं आती टीचर क्या बोल रही है. और even for us, when somebody is saying something, you're listening to a podcast, but you're just not observing what is there. So that is the impact of this brain fog. Okay, you're just not able to process what you're hearing. Then there is, of course, you can't organize things, you can't plan out, and multitask nahi kar sakte, bilkul bhi. You're just not able to do that. So these are some of the symptoms that I came across. कि what is there with brain fog, क्या होता है. So they come under the category of modern stressors. कि आजकल के जमाने में पहले तो नहीं होता था ऐसा केस, but आजकल life is so stressful, so overwhelming that new, so you could say, चीजें निकल के आ रही है. Then there are environmental triggers also, जिसकी वजह से हो सकते हैं. So we look a little more in detail of what it is. One is chronic stress, that you're in a constant state of stress, high level stress. तो उससे क्या होता है कि your whole system is drained of all energy, mental energy especially. So your brain is always feeling exhausted, and you don't are not capable of thinking clearly. Focus नहीं हो पा रहा, कुछ हो नहीं पाता. Then sleep deprivation is another issue. So जो हमारी we need a good 8 to 9 hours of sleep. That is very crucial. But due to overwhelm of activities or stress, we are not able to sleep. So quality sleep नहीं मिलती है. So that can also have an effect on your brain, and concentration low हो सकती है, and thoughts जो है सारे इधर उधर हो जाते हैं. Then sometimes it is connected to hormonal shifts also. So these are triggered by environmental triggers जो होते हैं factors जो है. So these fluctuations जो है ना hormonal shift की वजह से जो fluctuations होती हैं body में, they can also affect the brain memory, or like you just zone out at times. That is what happens with it. Then of course your diet also makes a impact. So आजकल processed foods बहुत ज़्यादा है. They don't have much nutrients. So it deprives the brain of the energy it needs. So जो हमारा अगर डाइट नहीं ठीक है, we are more into processed food, more into the fast food kind. We don't eat natural fruits and salads and all. So that affects the brain. Then there's a case of low level inflammation, that you're always you attract inflammation easily. You always कुछ ना कुछ infection चल ही रहा होता है वो उसकी वजह से. Then because of all this your blood flow also is affected. कभी बीपी लो हो रहा है, कभी हाई हो रहा है, उसकी वजह से भी जो है आपके ऊपर इफेक्ट हो रहा है. And since you're always in that space of stress of working, कुछ भी कर रहे हैं तो fatigue बहुत ज्यादा हो जाती है. And when you're tired, you can't concentrate or think clearly. तो कुछ समझ नहीं आता, brain नहीं चलता. Then if you're in a lot of pain also, that also doesn't allow you to pay attention or think quickly. That also affects you. And then there's always anxiety, which can impact us a lot. So now how do we understand this कि that we have this brain fog? Diagnose कैसे कर सकते हैं? So there is actually no single test, no way of diagnosing it. So it is like a general mental health problem है, आपकी activity levels down हो रही है और कुछ भी. So you can rule out by test different, you can rule out other issues. कि अच्छा थायराइड प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है या इन्फेक्शंस नहीं है, तो फिर समझ आता है कि इट इज अ केस ऑफ ब्रेन फॉग. तो इसके लिए एक्चुअली कोई टेस्ट नहीं है. और इसको आप क्लियर कैसे करें? तो एक तो फर्स्ट वी नीड टू ब्रिंग इन लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस. थोड़ा बहुत अपने अंडरस्टैंड वे यू आर गोइंग रॉन्ग इन योर लाइफ. सो इसमें सबसे टॉप ऑफ द लिस्ट इज अ डिजिटल डिटॉक्स. तो जितना आप स्क्रीन टाइम लिमिट करोगे अपना, स्पेंड मोर टाइम ऑफलाइन इन नेचर, स्पेशली इफ यू स्पेंड दैट, so that will help you. Then of course sleep is a issue with it. So sleep discipline create करो, एक consistent जो है ना पैटर्न होना चाहिए, that you at least 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours की sleep आपको मिल रही है. And as I said, diet is a issue over here. So brain friendly diet लीजिए. Those are and full of rich in antioxidants और vitamins जिसमें आपको full अच्छी तरह से मिल जाए, वो वाले करें. Plus regular exercise, physical activity, that will also help. That helps to release the stress in the body. So that will help that brain fog to dissolve, you could say. And of course, the best part is mindfulness, mindful habits जो है, जो आप अगर meditation, yoga में जाओ, that helps to manage the stress, the tension in your body. So mindfulness, your attention improves, and you don't remain in your brain all the time. You're not caught up in unnecessary thoughts. You're more mindful of the moment, what you're doing right now. Then there are like how you can do it, become more aware of your body and do it. It's like something called progressive muscle relaxation. So consciously, like अपने हाथों को स्ट्रेस जो है ना, just clench your hands and hold it for 5 seconds, then release them slowly. So slow, धीरे धीरे कर सकते हो. Start with your left hand, then do with your right, then move to your other parts of the body. Just clench and relax, clench and relax. So उससे ना your body will feel relaxed. You're releasing the tension that is there in the body. So that also helps. Then there are of course grounding techniques जो होते हैं वो use करें. So anything that just breathing deeply into your body, walking barefoot on the grass or the earth, that helps. So you feel then stable, that आपको ना roots मिल गए हैं. Then there's one very good technique of grounding is It's called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. So just becoming aware of things around you. So name 5 things you can see in your mind, of course. Just name them. Then 4 things you can hear. उसके ऊपर ध्यान लगाओ. What all can you hear in your environment? Then 3 things you can feel. So just you connect to that and see what are the things you can feel. Like you can feel the fan, you can feel where you're sitting, go feel anything that you can feel in your environment. Then 2 things you can smell and 1 thing you can taste. So this puts you in the moment, completely grounds you over here. So this is a very simple technique which you can try out also. Then do something which is enjoyable, which motivates you, which you find motivating. So do those kind of activities. So whatever interests you. So thoda time spent on that as well. We need to take regular breaks. So they're called movement breaks also. So just get up from your chair, move around a little, do some activity. You have to notice what triggers your brain fog. So once you become aware that there is such a condition, you start observing yourself. And then you can feel, okay, at certain times of the day, I'm feeling it more strongly, I'm feeling more tired. Or your kuch activities karne ke baad. So you become observant. Does my this fogginess in my brain increase after those activities or after I do some kind of certain times of the day? Like normally afternoon may it's a very like after your meal you feel a little heavy. So at that time you could say the fogginess is at the maximum. So then you need to relax a little, take time out and kuch aisi activity karo which will bring you back into the moment, which will help to relax you, release the tension from your mind, body. So this was about the brain fog thing. And I, of course, बिना उसके spiritual context में आए हुए मेरा तो काम हो नहीं सकता. तो how do we look at brain fog in the spiritual context? Anyone would like to share anything before that about what we have seen so far? कुछ inputs हैं आप लोगों के, anything you noticed in yourself or
May I ask something?
yes, please.
Minity, wanted to find out that the levels of oxygen that our brain requires, are we doing enough every day since we wake up from sleep? Are we giving enough of oxygen to our brain? Do we do oxygen exercises?
So that is a very big question that you asked. Because our breathing pattern is such that we don't breathe properly. The actual breath, when you see a baby, he's breathing, its stomach keeps rising and falling, it's breathing fully into its body. But as we grow up, we become more involved in our life. We are always in a hurry. So our breathing pattern changes. We are breathing barely till our throat or till our chest, but we do not breathe till our stomach. And we need to breathe till our navel because that is the focal point which connected us to the umbilical cord. And we used to get the oxygen from there. So if when we are depriving our navel of the oxygen, our body does not get. And that in fact adds to your stress level because and that raises your stress. So I hope that answers your question, Preji. So we have to
Yes.
consciously breathe into our body, into our navel, at least like whenever we get aware of it, even if we just do it for a minute or so, that also helps the body. Of course, if we make it a habit, which becomes a little difficult, if you make it a habit or nothing like it, you'll not have any health issues at all. Just take deep breaths, let it go to your navel and breathe it out slowly. So that conscious breathing helps. Yes, does that help you, Premji?
Yeah, very enlightening. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Nalini ji, you want to say something?
Hello, Meenuji. Yeah, this brain fog, initially I used to not understand why certain parts of the day it happens. It doesn't happen through the day. Like for me, it's mostly in the evening time.
Yes.
If I'm at home and I don't have any work, I am
Okay.
not happy relaxing. So, like you rightly said, we have to learn to relax also. You
Yes.
are free and there's something that is I can't explain, like you rightly said, brain fog ka kya hai wo. But today when you explain, I feel yeah, there is certain part of the day that time if I'm free, I feel uneasy and I don't know what to do. I start forgetting things, but then again it normalizes as the routine starts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, to get aware of this is very important, and it's necessary to understand. So, like you rightly said,
So
maybe this
in
breathing
fact,
techniques and
as
Haan ji, sorry.
yes, definitely breathing technique will help you at that time. So it grounds you in
Hmm.
that moment also. Plus you can do
Hmm.
the 5 4 3 2 1 activity also. So you become
Hmm.
more into the moment. Then you're not lost in your brain.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
Thank
Anything else,
you.
man?
Thank
Thank you for that. Okay, I'll move on to the next part. As I said, in a spiritual context, how do we look at brain fog in a spiritual context? So it is regarded as an energy imbalance, sign of an energy imbalance. कि आपकी body में energy जो है imbalance हो रही है, and there is a feeling of stagnation कि कुछ हो नहीं रहा. So, and then that leads to a disconnection within that body, mind, spirit system. You feel disconnected with everything, with your own self, with everything around you. So this is what, like, your energy gets affected basically. So it means that you need healing. One thing is that you need physical healing. So by any of the energy healing techniques, you can do a healing for yourself. It can also mean that you need a period for introspection. You need to understand yourself. You need to connect to your inner self, introspect about what is happening in your life, what you are doing. Okay. Then it could also indicate that there is a challenge in alignment with our higher purpose. If you are in too much in that space of brain fog, you are misaligned with the universe. So you need to align with the universe to your higher purpose. Our higher purpose is to be spiritually connected. So when we are misaligned, when we are not in that space of alignment, we can have this issue of brain fog. So it can happen due to, like, the more spiritual context for is that it can happen due to emotional blockages where you're not able to release your emotions. Then you get affected by environmental toxins also. So if there is a lot of negativity in your environment, that can also lead to it. And when there's negativity, there can be energetic interference in your system. So the energy does not flow freely in your body. Because when you're overpowered by others around you, you are into that space of depression. You're not able to understand things easily. So then your energy does not flow easily. So basically, what we need to work on is to restore our, okay, as I said, energy imbalance, because there are low energy levels. That energy is stagnant, it is depleted. So it can be leading to difficulty in concentrating. It leads to forgetfulness. So mentally, jo hai, you become sluggish. So when your energy levels are imbalanced or low. And then there's another thing when brain fog hota hai aapko, your chakras get imbalanced, especially the upper chakras, the crown chakra, the third eye chakra. So they can be out of alignment. So we can work on our chakras also to come out of this. That because that is affecting our mental clarity. सो एज ए ना हम आउट ऑफ अलाइनमेंट होते हैं तो डिस्कनेक्शन हो जाता है, तो सारे चक्रास भी इम्बैलेंस हो जाते हैं उससे. देन एज ए सेड द एनर्जेटिक इंटरफेरेंस होता है, ब्लॉकेजेस होते हैं दैट कैन hinder the flow of thoughts and ideas. So when we have that writer's block also, so that could also be a sign of brain fog. So there's a lot of confusion in the mind, there's fogginess, so you can't concentrate or write anything. So all in all, this has to do with spiritual awakening. Brain fog aa raha hai, so it's a temporary state, and it could be an indication that you need to get into that space of your spiritual awakening. And a significant shift can happen when you become aware of it. Then, of course, you have to take care of physical health. कुछ भी as I mentioned above, also your nutrition deficiencies है या कोई भी autoimmune conditions है, they can impact brain fog. So we need to take care of our physical health. Then we need to manage our stress as well through meditation, through exercise, through relaxation. And then we need to do energetic cleansing also. अपना चक्रा बैलेंसिंग कर सकते हैं, एनर्जी एज I said ना, get into any space of energy healing. So and then energetic, if you know somebody, ask them to clear you up, so that will also help you. So that restores the energy flow, and you're able to manage things in a better way then. So it's all about getting your when you're in that space of being out of balance with your own self. So then when you go in for energy clearances or whatever, it helps to where all of your like the physical, emotional, energetic imbalances are there. You need to go in for any clearing. Either do it yourself or get somebody else. You can ask somebody else to do that. And that will help to restore clarity. That will help to clear your mind. And it improves your well-being as well. And most of all, it helps you to connect to your own self. It reconnects you to your own self, to the spiritual realms. But you have to be aware that, okay, this is what I may be going through. And the best way of reconnecting with yourself is using backflowers, which I've always recommended over here. So there are many backflower remedies, flower essences, which you can use on your own as well. If you're going through any of the symptoms, you don't have to consult anybody. Whatever you feel you are going through, you can just take 3, 4 of them, 2 of them, 6 of them, whatever you feel like, and they really help. So if there is a lot of fear factor, if there is some kind of like you feel that you're being overpowered by something, there is a fear, then Mimulus helps you. Mimulus is for fear. And if you're too much overpowered by thoughts, दिमाग चलता ही रहता है, भागता ही रहता है, काम की बातें नहीं है, बस unnecessary thoughts चल रहे, तो then white chestnut helps. Then another is agrimony, which harmonizes your mind, body, spirit. It brings in harmony into your life. You're able to, जो हम agonize करते रहते हैं, सारा time stress करते रहते हैं, उससे agrimony helps there. So you are able to let go of whatever your disturbing thoughts are. Then, sorry. Next is honeysuckle. This diffuses anxiety. This helps to diffuse anxiety. It releases your what happens कि हम ना पुरानी बातों को सोच के उसी में एंजाइटी में पड़े रह जाते हैं कि ओ ऐसा हुआ था, when I went there it happened. So we are already in that space of anxiety where I'll go again, it will happen again. So honeysuckle helps us to disconnect us from the past जो भी trauma था. So then when we are disconnected, when like we are able to let go of the anxious thoughts of the past, we are in a better space then. Okay, so that it helps in there. Then there is another clematis. Clematis is for focus and concentration. If you're not able to concentrate well, clematis is unnecessary thought processes, unnecessary जैसे ख्याली पुलाव बनाते रहते हो, so you are not focused on what is there. So clematis helps to focus. And इसके साथ एक chestnut bud है, It helps in concentration. So both of these, focus and concentration के लिए बहुत अच्छे हैं. Then if you're in that state of pessimism, सारा time like negative ही सोचते रहते हो, you're always worried about what will happen. Gentian helps you there. So अब कहीं पे भी जाना है, अरे वहां तो ट्रैफिक जाम ही मिलना है, अरे ऐसा ही होगा, हमारे पहले से ही हम उसको सोचने लग जाते हैं कि नेगेटिव चीजें ही होंगी. So so Genesian helps you to come out of that pessimism. जो आप नेगेटिव थॉट प्रोसेस है उससे बाहर निकलते हैं. Then if you're in a state of hopelessness, गॉड्स हेल्प्स यू. तो मैंने बहुत कुछ ट्राई कर लिया, कुछ भी हेल्प नहीं कर रहा, तो आप गॉड्स ले सकते हो कि नथिंग सीम्स टू बी वर्किंग आउट. Then God's helps is the remedy you need. And then, of course, you are not in that space of confidence. So, large will bring that confidence in. So, especially if you have to be in a very competitive atmosphere and you're not very confident, then large helps you. Like it, you generally also, if you have these traits, you can use them. It is not necessary that you have to identify, I have brain fog and I need to take this. जनरली भी अगर आपको लगता है कि आप यू नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट, यू कैन टेक लार्ज, यू कैन टेक व्हाइट चेस्टनट, क्योंकि कॉन्फिडेंस की मारे कि आप ओवर थिंक कर रहे हो तो व्हाइट चेस्टनट साथ में ले सकते हो. देन व्हेन ब्रेन फॉगीनेस से ये भी हो जाता है कि यू लूज इंटरेस्ट इन लाइफ, यू आर जस्ट कॉट अप इन योर ओन थॉट्स, यू बिकम इनडिफरेंट. तो वाइल्ड रोज हेल्प्स यू देयर. सो जो अपैथी आ जाती है ना कि इंडिफरेंस क्या हो रहा है होने दो, तो उसमें वाइल्ड रोज ब्रिंग्स इन दैट एनर्जी, दैट जेस्ट कि अच्छा आई कैन लिव लाइफ. सो वाइल्ड रोज है, इट गिव्स यू दैट एनर्जी. देन इफ द ब्रेन फॉग इज ड्यू टू ट्रॉमा, ड्यू टू शॉक, कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया, कुछ ऐसा फेस किया आपने, बहुत फिजिकल इमोशनल पेन के थ्रू गए हो, तो स्टार ऑफ बेथलेहेम हेल्प्स यू. सो इट इज एसेंशियल, इट्स लाइक अ रेस्क्यू रेमेडी ऑल्सो. उसमें भी स्टार ऑफ बेथलेहेम में होती है, रेस्क्यू करता है आपको उस सिचुएशन से, स्टार ऑफ बेथलेहेम. And then you're in, of course, you're in that space where you're always morose, बोर हो रहे हो, लाइफ में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, तो मस्टर्ड हेल्प करता है. कि समझ ही नहीं आ रही है लाइफ में, बहुत ही ज्यादा डिप्रेशन में हो, so mustard is the flower that you need. So I've given a number of combinations. You can see which applies to you and you can get it for your own self over the counter, like homeopathic shops में available है. You can get either you can use your own water bottle, like रोज बना लिया, morning में उसको daily ले लिया, or you can get a small 30 ml bottle, empty bottle, fill it with RO water normal, और उसमें just add 4-5 drops. You don't need more than that. You need just to add 4-5 drops in that bottle and take it 3 to 4 times a day directly into your mouth if you're making the 30 ml. If you're putting it in a normal water bottle, तो normal जैसे पानी भर के ग्लास पीते हैं वैसे भी पी सकते हो. So there's nothing like underdose or overdose. 4 to 5 drops works in either छोटी 30 ml bottle or in a full 1 liter bottle. Even if you're taking it, बहुत ज़्यादा anxiety हो रही है. So there's another one I forgot to add it, rescue remedy, which as always I keep promoting. That should always be available in your home. It's an amazing rescuer. So if you're feeling unwell physically, mentally, emotionally, just take 4 drops in half a cup of water and you can take it every half an hour. तो आपका सारा स्ट्रेस निकल जाएगा, तो सारा टायर्डनेस निकल जाएगी. You feel more active after that. So that was about back flowers. Somebody's dropped a message. The last one was rescue remedy. The others I've already given over here. Rescue remedy तो मैं सबको बताती ही रहती हूँ वैसे भी. और स्विच वर्ड्स के बिना तो मेरा काम हो ही नहीं सकता ना. और it's like वो तो back flash थी. Now I'm coming to switch words which you can keep chanting in your mind. So when आप इस brain fog वाले डिपार्टमेंट में होते हो तो there is no rational thinking. आप सीधा सोच ही नहीं सकते. तो उसमें crystal clear judge. This is a chant word, switch words. Switch words, I have spoken about them earlier also. They are magical words. You just need to chant them and they bring a change, a shift in your environment, in yourself. So when you are not able to think clearly, rationally, सोच ही नहीं सकते, तो just chant. Minimum is 28 times, but sometimes you can just chant for 11 times also, 5 times. Just have that thought in your mind and it brings help. It changes your thought process. So crystal clear judge is for rational thinking. Then if life feels like a burden, बहुत overpowered, overwhelmed हो गए हो, तो just chant together, change, adjust. Together is yourself and the universe are working to change the situation, to adjust it. So together, change, adjust. So the beauty of these is you don't need any prepositions to make proper sense. So you just have to be chanting the words. So and जितना short रहता है तो इतना easy रह जाता है. So that is to release that burden of life. Together, change, adjust. And then brain fog से आपकी बहुत sadness, disappointment से feel होते हो आप, you're full of that. So then agrimony, crystal horse act. Agrimony brings in harmony. As I said earlier, it's a backflower. You can use it as a chant word also. So agrimony, crystal horse act brings in that confidence. So it pulls you out of that state of depression, that sadness, and it gives you confidence to face life. Crystal horse act is for confidence. Then if there is no happiness, no joy in your life, so just chant together divine light. You're inviting the divine light into your life. And that is, of course, always joyful. तो उससे अपने आप को भर लो. Then I had a longer one also when you're feeling very overwhelmed. कि कुछ भी नहीं हो पा रहा, I can't manage to do anything at all. So you have to chant restore, reverse, adjust, light with magnanimity. So you're asking the universe to support you with magnanimity. So लंबा लग रहा है, but if you want to chant it, वो याद भी हो जाता है फटाफट से. So another thing I'd come across that if there's any kind of brain issue, just massage your left wrist for 2 minutes. उसको हल्के हाथों से ना ऐसे just आराम से उसको massage कर. And along with that, you can chant any of the switch words, whichever applies for you. तो उसको chant कर सकते हैं. So I'll just give a quick recap about where you can use all this when you have difficulty in thinking, forming thoughts, when your thinking is always muddled, confused रहते हो सारा time से, fogginess, heaviness रहता है, haziness रहता है. When your thoughts are very elusive, मतलब reality से disconnect हो गए हो और अपने आप create करते जा रहे हो, तो उसमें भी brain fogginess आ जाती है. And memory loss हो रही है, कुछ याद ही नहीं रहता. Short term memory loss जैसी होती है, that is also not good. So again, that is part of it. और कुछ भी जैसे टास्क कुछ भी नॉर्मल भी आप कर रहे थे, बट अब इट्स बिकमिंग वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू हैंडल देम, टू डू देम. यू फाइंड इट हार्ड टू फोकस, टू कॉन्सेंट्रेट, टू डू योर वर्क. कुछ कई बार यू नॉट इवन एबल टू कैरी ऑन कॉन्वर्सेशंस बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, बिकॉज फोकस ही नहीं है. यू आर लॉस्ट, कोई कुछ कह रहा है आपको समझ ही नहीं आ रही है, तो योर हेड सीम्स टू बी इन अ क्लाउड ऑल द टाइम. सो थिंकिंग बिल्कुल क्लैरिटी नहीं आ रही है. So ये सारी चीजें eliminate करने के लिए you can use these switch words, and there's one more which is very simple and very nice. I found it very nice. Do dynamic dance. So just feel like you're dancing, you're just releasing all the stress. So I like that the best of all. Do dynamic dance to come out of that brain fogginess. So just repeat it a few times in your mind and you'll feel uplifted. डांस से वैसे ही अपलिफ्टमेंट आ जाती है, लाइटनेस आ जाती है, राइट. देन देयर वाज एन एनर्जी सर्कल आल्सो. अगर कोई चैट वैट नहीं होता आपसे, तो आप इसका एक प्रिंट आउट निकाल के जस्ट प्लेस इट ऑन योर बेड साइड अंडर योर पिलो, कैरी इट इन योर पॉकेट, प्लेस इट ऑन योर वर्क टेबल. तो उससे भी जो है ना आपका ब्रेन शार्प रहेगा, क्लैरिटी रहेगी आपके माइंड में. और मेरा सेशन इनकम्प्लीट होता है विदाउट मुद्रास, तो साथ में मुद्रास भी 1-2 मैंने पिक कर लिए थे. एक तो आई केम अक्रॉस वन विष्णु मुद्रा. तो हेडेक वगैरह भी रहती है, उसमें भी रहता है, प्लस इट हेल्प्स टू रिलीज स्ट्रेस एंड एंजाइटी. वेरी सिंपल मुद्रा. उसको आप यू कैन प्रैक्टिस इट फॉर 10-15. सो जस्ट सिट विथ योर हैंड्स लाइक दिस. जैसे पोजीशन है. और भी इससे हीलिंग हो जाती है. कॉन्स्टिपेशन मतलब इट्स टू योर स्टमक हेल्थ, गट हेल्थ, उसके साथ भी कनेक्टेड है. हार्ट ब्लॉकेजेस, डिप्रेशन में हेल्पफुल है, सो ब्रेन फॉगिनेस को क्लियर करता है. सो दिस इज मुद्रा. It's a part of some mudras called Mrigi Mudra also. So I found more Mrigi Mudras. तो उसमें जो we make it like this, deer head की तरह लगता है हाथ. तो इससे भी स्ट्रेस जो है रिड्यूस होता है, relieves headaches, focus, clarity, mental clarity आती है, which is all that you need when you have that brain fogginess thing. So this is the Mrigi Mudra. Then yes, I came across these mudras for overthinking. जिनको टेंडेंसी होती है ना कि सारा टाइम बस सोचते ही रहते, तो these are few of the mudras which you can practice. As I said, along with the switch words. तो कोई भी आप कर सकते हो. And 10 to 15 minutes, like कभी भी आप कहीं, even watching TV. Of course, if you sit and concentrate and do it, it will be more beneficial. But if you can't, traveling में आप मुद्रा hold करके chanting करो. Or anytime where you are, like even in office, if sitting, you need, okay, I'm feeling too overwhelmed. So just sit for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, जितना आप time ले सकते हो. Be in that space, disconnected from everything around you. Do the mudra, chant a few times in your mind, and you'll feel much better. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. Any thoughts, anything else you would like to ask or share?
Meenu ji,
मेडिसिन जो आप कह
हाँ जी.
मैंने कही
आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी.
आप कह रहे थे दिन में तो
नहीं, आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं है अमित जी. आप या तो लिख दीजिए क्वेश्चन. जी प्रेम जी, आप कुछ कह रहे हैं?
yeah, ji. Very nice, huh? The whirlwind of tour of felt my brain fog lifting.
जी. Thank you.
Why I appreciate this is because we are identifying why we have this brain fog. So solutions दूसरी बात है. First, we have to identify why, what is causing, what the reason,
Yes.
and then we can look for the solution.
Yes, absolutely.
I found this very, very enlightening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome. So when we become observant about ourselves, we can understand where it is coming from. So being mindful about your own self, being aware of where your thoughts are going, then you can work on them. If you're not aware, if you can't understand there's something wrong with me, it's okay. We take things casually actually. But just doing any of the mudras, the situations, there's no side effect to it. So आप कर लो, वैसे भी आपको क्लैरिटी आती है, थोड़ा सा अपलिफ्ट हो जाते हो. करते रहना चाहिए. जी नलिनी जी.
थैंक यू सो मच मीनू जी. बहुत ही अच्छा सेशन था. द रीजन बीइंग यस वी मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स वी आर नॉट अवेयर ओनली and we get more scared because we are not aware. Like I told you, you know, at times I used to get scared कि मेरे साथ ये क्या हो रहा है. Okay, so being aware is very very good thing you have told. And secondly, I like the back flowers and mudra thing. I will definitely put it into practice. Thank you so much.
तो फिर भी थोड़ा ऑर्डर करना पड़ता है, लेना पड़ता है. मुद्रास और चैंट वर्ड्स तो जस्ट एनी टाइम यू कैन डू. सो स्टार्ट, डू डायनामिक डांस. कम ऑन, लेट्स डांस.
Yes, I'll definitely put it into practice. Very good
Yes.
learning. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Yes, अमित जी, आपका ऑडियो ठीक हुआ तो यू कैन आस्क योर क्वेश्चन नाउ.
मतलब किसी मेडिसिन
She has also typed in the chat box. Name the medicine, please, again.
Okay, I'll just check chat में. हाँ, वो तो आई टोल्ड द नेम ऑफ द मेडिसिन. शी इज रेस्क्यू रेमेडी. बाकी सब तो मैंने वहां दे रखे हैं. एक रेस्क्यू आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट विच आई हैव नॉट रिटन ओवर देयर. तो रेस्क्यू रेमेडी होती है, तो बैक फ्लावर है वो भी. and it's a combination of 5 of the bag flowers. सो इट्स कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव उसका तो और कुछ नहीं लो, आप रेस्क्यू रेमेडी ले लो, उससे भी फर्क पड़ता है। और ऑनलाइन भी मिलते हैं, और यू कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम एनी होम्योपैथिक शॉप एज वेल। थैंक यू नलिनी जी। Yes, good morning, Vinny. Any questions, anything you would like to share, ask?
Meenu ji, you covered this topic so holistically. It's really great. Thank you. Thank you. Because sometimes we, your mind is thinking so much, but you don't know what to do. But now we know what to do.
Yeah. So actually, I was like, it just came across, okay, I'm also forgetting things. I also have these symptoms, so it must be brain fog. So चलो इसी के ऊपर कर लेते हैं topic.
Yeah. Perfect topic for that.
Miniji,
जी.
I want to ask, there are some of us who have food dependence who are inflicted with autism, right? Or some people who have bipolar disorders. What would be your take on how they could approach the issues from brain fog? Because we are the caregivers sometimes. We want to.
So backflash can help over there. Plus, all of these chant words will help a lot. You can chant these words for somebody else as well. If they are like too overpowered and they're not able to help themselves, they're not able to chant, you can write it on a slip of paper, capitals me, make a circle, write the words inside it, place it under their pillow or on their bedside, or you can chant for them. Thinking of them, just chant it in your mind. You're sending the vibrations to the other then.
हाँ जी.
And backflash आप जो related है, there are others also. There are actually 38 of the backflash for different things. I just picked a few of them which were connected to brain fogginess. So for that, we can understand what are their symptoms, because these are customized according to the person, backflash. What you need, only those are given. And we can take a maximum of 7 at one go. We can combine 7 of them. So they are very helpful. They can be helpful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Minuji, for the information and wonderful explanation about what to do and when you have a brain fog. Um, this is not a question. This is just acknowledgement that this information is really really powerful, and this knowledge is really powerful. Specifically, the chant word that you talked about. So, चैंटिंग का जो बात है वो मतलब उसका कितना कितना कैसे मतलब उसका टाइम कुछ होना चाहिए या
No time.
चैंटिंग
No time at
कोई
all.
एक
Minimum, normally, switch words are supposed to be chanted for minimum 28 times.
28
So
times?
if you are like in a space कि आपको ज़्यादा problem है, तो once during a day, at least 28 times, आप ज़्यादा भी कर सकते हो, 50 times भी कर सकते हो, that's your effort. But minimum 28 times आप करें, एक बारी तो करें दिन में. The rest of the time, whenever you're feeling that feeling coming on again, आप उसको 5 times भी कर लो, 11 times कर लो. You don't need to count. Just have that thought in your mind. When you get lost in counting. तो ओह अच्छा मेरा पूरा नहीं हुआ तो फिर ये नहीं वो उसमें नहीं फंसना. Just have it in your mind. Just start chanting it. So
Okay.
even just chanting it 4-5 times will shift your energy. And that is what is needed. And anywhere, anytime. While having your bath, while traveling, eating your food, talking to people, anytime, watching TV, कभी भी कर सकते हो. कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको बैठना है मेडिटेशन में और फिर करना है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. But you have to be aware that they exist and I can use them. They are a tool in your hand which you have to utilize. ठीक है ना?
श्योर. सो ब्रेन फॉग का इसमें अगर एक चैंट भी पावरफुल हो, मतलब आपने मल्टीपल चैंट्स बताए थे, एग्री मनी क्रिस्टल हॉर्स एक्ट बताया था, तो वो दिस इज substantiate chant, और या फिर उसके साथ साथ कोई कॉम्बिनेशन दूसरा भी कोई chant करना चाहिए?
No, जो easily आपको, I've given a number of them. You can connect to any of them. You can do as many as you like. You can do one also. इसमें no problem.
हम्म.
Like you, agrimony, crystal horse act आपने कहा है.
हाँ.
Agrimony क्या है? It will bring in harmony. Crystal horse act will give you confidence. So just have it in your mind. And the last one that is very simple, do dynamic dance. Basically, it's pulling you out of that space जो आप सोचते जा रहे हो,
हाँ.
लूप में फंस गए हो. It's
हाँ.
pulling you out of that. So आप even you can do any of the our chants. Om Namah Shivaya भी कर सकते हो. It will also pull you out of that loop. आपको उसमें फंसे नहीं रहना. तो anything can help you. But you have to be conscious that I'm stuck over there. I need to come out of it. But then start chanting. जो thought मन में आए. स्विच वर्ड नहीं याद आ रहा, कोई बात नहीं. एक और सिंपल सा है टुगेदर डिवाइन, वो कर लो चैंट. चेंज डिवाइन ऑर्डर, वो कर लो चैंट. I've spoken about all of them in my earlier sessions also.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
basically shifting your thought process to a space. उससे क्या हो रहा है? एक तो you're not caught up in that loop, plus you're inviting positive energy into your life. तो दो चीजें हो जाती है when you start chanting words.
ठीक है. Thank you so much.
Any other comments? Anything else anybody would like to share? Good morning, Rajvin. How are you?
Sure. This topic is very, very good for me because I actually make people happy so much until people fog me with sometimes that it takes one person to fog me with negativity, and I said stop, and it will be going on for a day, and I'll remember whatever people say to me, whatever is negative, I will remember for that day, then it will go away. So is that kind of his brain fog is kind of repeating and repeating the same thing. I know.
Could be possible because you're not thinking. Brain fog is basically where you have
No,
confusion.
it's actually like what you say. You're not thinking. Because of my medication and all that. I mean, I have to take this medication. I cannot escape from it. But it's people's responsibility to acknowledge that this girl is positive and we should not ambush her with the negative. So because if one, like example, if my father scolds me or caregivers need scolds me or caregivers need said something, so it will take half a day. So is that called brain fog when you're repeating like you're not aware of what you're repeating?
Uh,
But is that called?
could be a part of, yeah,
I don't
it
know
could be a
why it
part of it,
happens.
but not necessary.
I don't know why it
It
happens.
is sometimes it also to repeat what somebody else is saying
I don't know why it happens, but
because you're echoing what the other.
echo, that's the problem. So very good
You're
session.
sort
And
of echoing the other person. No?
no,
That is
so
the thing. So
my
you have to
question
let
to
it go.
you is how to prevent brain fog from happening if it happens.
So I've given a number of suggestions. You'll have to go back. I think you joined late. So you missed it all. So you'll have to go through the session again.
Okay,
Understand
thank
that.
you.
Okay.
Very good session though, brain fog.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right then. Thank you.
So I think we can wind up now, Shabana ji.
Yes, Meenu, thank you so much for a wonderful session.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for
Thank you.
joining and
Thank you, Meenu. Thank you so much.
And see you all